So I'm going to start with the historical moment of Bitcoin because I've been seeing a lot of people. I've seen a couple of people on Twitter and then on even in the group that are saying that somebody even sent me a message some couple of days ago, you know, and about where Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin when Bitcoin hit 100,000, that price will crash. Price will crash. I was just laughing. So, just to a little bit, just let you know that this price movement that we are seeing right now, this aggressive price movement that we are seeing, I think I've been saying this for months. And if you have been listening, I think you shouldn't be by now. You should be looking at some of the profits that you are making. Personally, for me, and I've seen a couple of people as well in the group that they've shared their screenshots, some of their accounts with me, some of their testimonies with me about since I've been shouting since last year, 2023. I've been saying it's time to buy, oh guys, it's time to buy. Me, I've been buying small, small. Uh-huh. So, but the last part of the bull run, like where we are right now, is maybe the last couple of months, actually the last part. This how the price always move with Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin is because Bitcoin is the major, is the first crypto. Um, that tells you that every other crypto follows Bitcoin, right? So, for example, if you look at 2021, 2011 to 2013, when we started, that was when we had the first halving in 2012. Around this period, we had the first halving around this period I think that was around June in 2012. So price started, moving, and then you notice that price bottom out here. All right. If I go back, let me see if I can prove this back. Okay. Okay. I don't want to go too much to the back. All right. So we see that, we have cycle bottom. The cycle bottom for 2012 was around the price was around $2.88. Can you imagine 2012? Imagine 2012. If you had just bought like with $2.88, at least with $20, you buy like let's say 10 Bitcoin. But a lot of us at that time, we still don't trust Bitcoin. And at that time, I remember in 2010, one of my friend Habib was the one that told me about Bitcoin. I was checking it, I don't understand it. That long address, I'm like, which one be this one again? I beg. So for like 2 years, I just left it alone. Until 2013, when I now started, really going in depth and really study what blockchain is, what does it mean to what is peer to peer, and all those terminologies. That was when I began to appreciate what Bitcoin. The truth is, if you take your time and study the blockchain technology and study what Bitcoin, the idea behind Bitcoin, I'm telling you, you'll be because some people you will see that some of us are passionate about it. You don't know why. Because we've taken our time to study. If you take your time to study, there are a lot of videos on YouTube. Just go and watch them. You will know why Michael Saylor, who before 20, I think that was before 2016, was saying that Bitcoin is a gamble. Now has invested, now is the single most the single major person that have the highest Bitcoin, apart from Satoshi himself. So after I went to study the technology and the idea and the reality of what Bitcoin is done on him, the guy has gone crazy. Right now, he calls himself Bitcoin maximalist. And a Bitcoin maximalist, if you have been in the industry, somebody that believes that there's no any other crypto, it's only Bitcoin. He don't even the guy doesn't even talk about any other thing. So the guy is that crazy about what Bitcoin. If you understand it, you appreciate why somebody like that has gone crazy about Bitcoin. And a lot of people are also going crazy. Look at Trump. Trump before now was saying that Bitcoin is also scam money. During his first term, Trump said he's not going to bet on Bitcoin. The American dollar has to be the only thing that is focused on. Right now, Trump even has his own crypto. He just tell you that when you study it, you appreciate what Bitcoin is. So that's by the side. So in 2012, we have our first site halving. And then you see that at the bottom price just went. from around that $2, went all the way. By the time we entered 2013, this at this time, that this is when I started paying attention. I remember at the peak of Bitcoin around this area, when price was $1,000. That was when I now started paying attention. I was at my friend's house, and I think that was somewhere in Ogba. So, and um then CNN came up and they were talking about Bitcoin. And I'm like, Then when I saw the price, it was around $1,000. I was like, I saw Abib, one of my friends, told me about Bitcoin like 2, 3 years ago now, when price was around $2, $1. What happened? So that night I couldn't sleep when I go home, when I saw price at 1,000. So for the next like about 4, 5 months, I started studying. I wanted to know what is driving this thing. When it dawned on me, I was like, wow. Since then, I've never stopped though. So price, imagine price went from $2 in 2011 after the first halving and came all the way to 1,000, $1,000. And then from there, we have another cycle bottom. Price came to around $20. And then from there, you can see that price, we have another, at this bottom, we have our second halving. I think that was in May of 2016. Because don't forget that it's for 4 years. Halving happened every for 4 years. That was in 20. We had the first one in 2012, then another one in 2016. And the price from that period, around that $1,000 price, went as far as 17,000. I will never forget this period. I've started really investing at this period. I made a lot of money this period, you know. So from that 2018, price also came down around that 2019. I remember we had our bottom price at 3,000. I will never forget this period. This was during COVID. At this point, if you're in the WhatsApp group, remember this period when price crashed to around 3,500, and everybody was just going crazy. Imagine price came all the way from 17,000 and crashed to 3,005. But one thing you will notice about Bitcoin is that every time it crashes, it goes back up. So we had this. Then in that 2019, in 2020, I remember around that March period, we had another halving. That's 4 years after 2016. So halving happens every 4 years. So around that period, I think price was around 7,000 that period. Then 20 that and this period was around COVID period, where the Federal Reserve now began to. I want you to just hold the thought. I'm going to talk about something now. I want you to hold that thought. In 2020, mid 2020, the Federal Reserve now started. They now started printing money massively. In fact, according to, if you go back, you can Google it. The American government has never printed money like that before in their life. It is the first time in 2020 during COVID that they printed that much money. So what that tells you is that a lot of people have access to money that they don't need. I'll tell you for free, anybody that I don't know of anybody in America in 2020 that does not receive that government does not support during that COVID. Even myself, I think I've shared it before. There's the money they gave out to practically everybody. So imagine the government just printed money running to trillions of dollars. So people have money that they don't know what to use it for. So in that case, what I'll tell you that people now began to invest in risk asset like Bitcoin and the stock market. And that period, we saw Bitcoin went haywire from around that $8,000 after halving, went all the way to around 67, 70,000. I think we almost hit 70,000 that time. That was around 2021. So what you will always notice that immediately after halving, anytime halving happened, like in 2020 when we have halving around that was around May, I think it was around April, May. We didn't top out until like almost a year after, which was around in March. What you will notice that when you see my cursor, you see that if you can see my cursor and you can see my screen, let me know. And if you are following, I want to be sure that you guys are following me. Please, you can just drop a message in the chat. So you notice that price top out around this area, around the 60 something thousand dollar, 60 something thousand, around 67,000, around almost 70,000. I think we came to around 69,000. you know. So you notice that every time we have halving, price will now move. If you look at all this chart, like from the beginning, that we have halving happens, I think halving happens around in 2012, yes. That was around that April as well. So we didn't top out until 2013. This one went AYR. This one even lasted till November 2013. Probably because this is the first halving, and at that time, price is still very cheap. Also, in 2016, we have another halving. That was in I think that was around April or so. That same period. From 2016, price went AYR from around $400 to all the way to 12,000 thereabout in December 2017. I think it topped out around 18,000. Then we came down again. So what you will notice that price always move like in about a year plus. Right now, in this year, however, where we are right now, let me move forward. Where we are right now in 2020, between 2022 and 2024, we have our cycle bottom around September 2022. Price was around 18,000. In fact, price came all the way to 16,000. I remember this in 2022, we came all the way to 16,000, around 16,005. And then ever since, price has been pushing forward. So from all this historical data, like if you have been listening to me, I've always been saying this, that when we use technical analysis, we are only saying that uh we we are like a weatherman, like a meteorologist that says the reason why it's going to rain today is because we have the same weather condition that happened in, probably they'll say, 1925, and we have another one that happened in probably in 1945. So they'll give historical data, of what happened. And then they also look at some other conditions, and they say because of that, because of something that happened in the sky and all that, it's going to actually rain today. So they can forecast. So the same thing, almost the same thing with technical analysis. You can actually forecast. Historically, you can see that price has been, even though as Bitcoin always dump, and people are saying Bitcoin dump, you miss that price has been creating higher low. All right, and this is just I mean, even if you call a child, like one of my friends used to say, he say if your chart is not simple that everybody can, if you can call a 5-year-old boy and say, Lagwaja, what is happening in this chart? And that person will tell you, oh, this thing is going up. He said that means your chart is complicated. Even a blind man can see that, the way Bitcoin is moving, it will dump and then create a price, will now created a higher high. That means price at this point is higher than price at this point, right? It will dump again. See, it dumped to $3,000 in 20. This is in 2019, February 2019. But price at this point is higher than price in February 2015, where price is $232. But right here, price is around $3,500. All right, that was in 2019. Then it dumped again in 2022, where price is 14,000. If you look at this, you see that prices in 2019, price is 3,500. That's why Bitcoin maximalists, people that just believe in Bitcoin, like Michael Saylor, that's why they don't sell Bitcoin. They just buy. That's why you see that Michael Saylor keep buying Bitcoin. Because historically, if you look at it, you notice that price has never come back to where it was many years ago. Initially, it started at 14 cents. Price has never come back here. From 14 cents now, we are nearing almost $100,000. So right now, based on what we have here, the forecast is that, if just looking at this chart, you know that we are around this axis now, where we are around the 99,000, around 96,000. So, and then this is November 2024. So by, say, March, April, we should be looking at price. Maybe Bitcoin should be around 120, 140, I don't know, 150. We should be topping out at that period. At that period, you want to start taking profit. So having said that, um, like I said in the last class, that majorly a lot of people cannot afford to invest in Bitcoin again. So how do you now play this game? What you want to do is you want to now look for cheap assets, solid and cheap assets. So, and then we have them in different category. We have medium, like Ethereum, solid asset like this that have good price, like Cardano, like have AVAX and a lot of them that you can start investing in. But like I said at the beginning of this class, the leg that we are entering now is the last leg for crypto for bull run. So between now and say March, April, May, all things being equal, we should be seeing another top. Everything should be crashing. So if you want to invest now, this is the best time. Also, if you have invested before, let's say you don't even have money again, and I know that a lot of people were buying in the beginning of this year, and price has crashed. This is not the time to panic to sell. Just hold your or just hold. If you look at Solana, let's quickly look at Solana. I'll soon ask Jay to take over. If you look at Solana, you see that Solana has done has even gone beyond his all-time high. November 2023, that's like 4 days ago, we hit another all-time high. So that's to tell you that coins will now start hitting their all-time high. Since Solana has hit its all-time now, I expect Solana to do around a lot of people are predicting like $1,000 before the end of this bull run. All right. This Solana, however, even I've been if you have been in the group, you remember last year I've been shouting buy Solana. I've been buying this coin when price was around probably around that $50. I didn't even start buying it early anyway, and I'm still holding them. I've not even sold any of my Solana. But right now, like I mentioned, these ones are expensive. If you don't get in early, there's no point trying to jump on something that looks like this. However, uh, like I mentioned in the last class, what you want to do. Let's say you have $1,000. I'll be bringing Jide's. I've been doing a lot of research, and if you're in the group, you notice that he always drop a lot of coins in the group. What I noticed that two things. A lot of people don't know how to buy those coins. Maybe when it's done, I'll quickly explain how you can buy them. Somebody even sent me a message today that they don't know how to use that contract address. So before we go to that, this is what I want to say. Um, the cheaper and the way the Bitcoin space, the crypto space generally, the way they are categorized. I'll quickly explain them. The first category are the say the stable assets and less risky assets like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Solana, like Binance. If I pull out the chart of Binance as well as an asset, let me see if I can do that. You will notice that Binance is also a little bit stable, just like Bitcoin. Like I mentioned earlier, Bitcoin has never, it doesn't always go back. It will form bottom and then pull and then break that high. It has always been printing all-time high and higher low and higher high since 2010, the past 14 years, right? So that should tell you that this clearly a bullish asset. All right. So having said that, if I go back to let's go and check Binance BNB. All right, what you will notice is also is that Binance has been behaving that way too the last couple of years. All right, you notice that price will just form bottom and then boom. So it has also been creating all-time high and all-time sorry, a higher low and a higher high for Binance, meaning that it's a bullish instrument. So if you scroll down, Solana, Ethereum are like that. So all these blue chip assets in the crypto industry, we can say they are less risky. So if you move further down, let's say we now go to other assets that have not been around for so long. Let's say SU, let's say Near Protocol, Uniswap. This one are medium assets. All right. You notice that in the group, I always say that when I post anytime I post an asset, I will say these are assets that you can buy and go to bed. Just buy it and just go to bed. You don't need to stress yourself. uh So now let's say you now have like $1,000 that you want to play with. What you want to do is that this is my own advice, and this is the way me I've been playing the game. I'll use about 90% to buy asset that I can buy and go to bed, like Bitcoin. I've been buying Bitcoin since 2 years ago. Solana, Ethereum, AVAX, Cardano. My Cardano, I was checking it the other day. I think I'll share in the group. Maybe we'll have another meeting for Cardano. Maybe one of these days. I'll show you one of my Cardano wallets where I've been staking Cardano. I've made over in that wallet just for staking without doing anything. I've made over $3,000 just for putting Cardano in that wallet for the past like 2 years and just taking it, doing nothing. So the beauty of all these coins, they will not give you 20x, 100x, but you can buy them and go to bed. I'm telling you, you can buy them. Now, after the bull run, now, what I'll be doing now, I'll be staking. I'll be looking for assets like Cardano, like DOT, like Atom, like Tia, that I will not even mind the price. I'll just buy them and stake them and just leave them there and just say, okay, the next 3 years. So, I mean, just doing nothing. So these are assets. So those are the first category of assets. The second category of assets are like medium risk. That you can buy and probably you are sleeping with one eye. So now the way I categorize, like I said, I've used like 90% of my fund to play around, buy good assets that can go to bed. The remaining 10%, this is where you can now buy like commons. How many people remember commons last year? Last bull run where my commons, I just bought commons with $100. $100 turned to almost $15,000 in about 2 months. I know somebody in the group that bought commons with 3,000, and the guy made over $100,000 in about 3 months. So there are coins like that. You also want to play in that space, and that's where GD comes in. So now, and we call them the meme coin. So let me quickly just talk about it quickly before GD will take over. So you see all these meme coin, these ones. How do you play the game? There are people, stories of people in dog with art. This particular coin, they made millions of dollars with probably about $1,000. All right, because this coin has done. If you check it, this coin has done over 4,000%. Can you imagine 4,000%? That means let's quickly do the math. That means let's say you just put $500 divided by 0.0677. That's the lowest price it was, right? So if let's say you put $500, you are at the low, you'll be getting like 7,000 coins. If you multiply that 7,000 by when it was all-time high at $4, let's say times 4. So your $500 within that period would have turned to about almost $30,000. So, but I'm going to make these coins, this meme coin, as you see that their return is crazy. They can give you 5,000x, they can give you 10,000x. It is also very risky. You can lose your money before you even open your eyes. So you have to know, just put that at the back of your hand. Just like every other thing about life, the higher the risk, the higher you can lose your money. The lower the risk, the more stable that investment will be. So I'll be bringing Jide now to is the king of memes in this in our community. Let me look for him. I'll make him. He's my ogal, please. So Jide, I'm making you co-host, and then I'm going to ask you to unmute. All right, Jide, you can unmute now.
Yeah, I think. Hello, good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon.
Yeah, good evening, good morning. I can hear
Please,
you.
okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear you. We can hear you. So you can
yeah.
share your screen from your end.
Now, can you see my screen now? Share.
Not yet.
Can everyone see my screen?
No, Jide, we can't see your screen yet though.
Okay.
You just click on. You see, you see that place where they wrote share, right?
I'm coming. Let me just share. I click on share. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, okay. I think they can see your screen.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming.
Okay, let me stop share so I can see your screen. Okay. Yeah,
Can you see my screen?
yeah. Your screen is visible. You can see.
Oh, yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah,
And
good.
I'd like to use this medium to appreciate Adelola for giving me the opportunity to share little ideas with us. What we are going to talk about this evening is meme coin. Everybody wants to make money. Like what Lola said earlier, the higher the risk, the higher the return. But I always encourage people to always have minimum of 5 to 10% in all these very volatile assets. So when you have that, so that when there is an issue, all those stable assets can actually help you out. So we have like 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes of our time. So we have like three things to discuss. We'll ask ourselves, why do memes coin exist? Why this meme coin? What brought out the idea of meme coin? It's just, it's been inspired by internet memes. I mean, within the groups of people, they just feel that for us to get to know each other, to create this bond, let's just create a meme coin with no use case. So initially when meme coin started, there wasn't use case with it. So people just, the idea just coming from comics books, from the TV shows and all those things. So people just decided to like, let's create this thing. It's just a fun. And by then, it started gaining popularities. But, something that just comes out of nowhere, anybody can just dump it on you. So the idea behind Bitcoin is just, let's just create fun ourselves. Let's just enjoy this ride. And if the ride is good, everybody is on board. If it's not good, you're on your own. So we'll go to the second slide. Okay. So what we'll talk about again, we'll talk about what is so special about meme coins. We'll talk about the word liquidity. Why do you have to think about liquidity before you jump into meme coins? You have to ask yourself some certain questions. This coin that I'm going to buy, do they have the developer, did they lock the liquidity? And we need to know what are the benefits of locking of liquidities. Then the third point we are still going to look at is things to look out for when you are buying meme coins. There are some things that you need to have, you need to know, so as to know that, okay, fine, this is the right time for me to jump into this. These are the things that we need to do. So let's just go ahead. Meme coins are cryptocurrency often inspired by internet memory that are typically characterized by volatile natures. They are very, very volatile. If you have BP, it's advisable you trade with cautions so that your BP will not go high. But there are some meme coins that your entry, once you have their history, you know that these are the things that these guys have done before in the industry. So we'll get to that stage. So what is so special about meme coin? People create meme coin for so many reasons. Like the one I said earlier on, based on community, we just want to feel among ourselves. We want to just create something. Some developers make meme coin for speculative and investment purposes. It's just like you playing belts. Okay, if we gather ourselves, we have like group of 10 guys. Let's just create this meme coin. We pump it and dump it. So we have certain threshold. Once we get to this point, we'll pull the plug. That's what they call ROP. Then you talk about the marketing and prominence. The example I put here is like the dog. It's just like what Elon Musk did. He wanted the people to have idea of what crypto is all about. There's nothing to this dog meme. There's nothing so important about this thing. You just want to have fun. So they are marketing in as well as making it prominence about people in the space. So that's another point why people create meme coins. And another one is just for experimental and educational purposes. Now, that now takes us to what we actually need. All those ones are very fair. There is no way you want to get a meme coin that you will not look at liquidity. You need to look at liquidity. So you ask yourself, what is liquidity? Liquidity refers to the ability to buy and sell assets quickly without causing a significant price change. You remember during the time, I think in 2021, 2022, when we are using package swap, there's what we call slippage. That is the percentage that the developer of the app that you are using to swap wants to collect from your company. You find out that sometimes they will tell you increase this slippage to 50%. So as to sell the coins. Once there is enough liquidity, you don't need to start increasing your slippage to 20%, to 15%, to 30%, to 40%. Like there was a coin I sold. I bought it Amber Protocol. I bought it about, I think, 2001 on this pink app. I didn't know it was even in my MetaMask wallet. I just saw import something yesterday, which I did. And I saw it maybe early this year. I think it was around $1,000, but I was kind of scared because my MetaMask wallet was hacked last year. I was asking myself, would it be this set of people again? Well, when I saw it yesterday, I saw like $100 something. Let me give it a shot. I took some of my assets out. I allowed only that one to be in that wallet, and I imported it. As I was trying to swap it, I went to the desk screen. I tried to check the details, Amber Protocol. I saw that over a period of six months, it has been finding crude oil. So it's been sitting on it's not moving at all. So, and there are a lot of sellers more than the buyer. Maybe even more sellers, like 97% are sellers. So when I was trying to sell it, I couldn't sell it. I had to increase the percentage by 53%. I need to take my money out of this space. Luckily for me, I was able to sell that. So liquidity, when you see, we'll still get to the practical aspect. I will show you what to look for. I will open a live desk screen or CoinBrain or whatever for us to have the knowledge of what we are talking about. So what is liquidity locking? So liquidity locked in cryptocurrency is when a portion of cryptocurrency liquidities is locked in a smart contract for a set period of time. This prevents developer from immediately withdrawing the liquidity. It's a kind of giving people assurance that, okay, this coin just came out newly. The developer, do they lock certain amount of money so as to show assurance to the investors that we are not going to pull out the plug from you guys? But if, I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, if the liquidity is not locked, don't try to enter the race. Allow it to go so that you not go and wash plate at the end of the day. So what are the benefits of liquidity locking? Give a sense of security to the investors. And that doesn't mean that you cannot be rock-proof, because you might not know when they are going to pull out their liquidity. But you see some, you know that over a period of time, they've been consistent like that. So at least to avoid rock-proof to a certain extent. So before we go, I would like to, let me just go to one example there. I mean, just trying to start. Sorry, please, just I want us to do a live feed of what I'm talking about. So whenever you want to, I'm taking rows as an example here. You need to get a Desk2 app on your systems or your phone, whichever way you look at it. You need to get it so as to check the kind of coins you want to get. Once you get the just type rows, you know, there will be so many rows. You need to get the right contact number. Rows. The rows on Solana, it has done, it's currently at 41% today. Now, I want to show us something before we go and analyze the graph. Can everyone see my screen? Please, if you can, just type yes.
Yes, you are visible, Jide. Can see yourself.
Thank you. Now, can we check the left-hand side that categorize your token? So at the right-hand side, you have the market cap. There are parameters when you want to buy coins that you need to look at. There are parameters that you need to look at very, very well. The first one is liquidity. I always look at liquidity. The liquidity that is locked here is 756.3 thousand. That is the first thing I look at. You can see this sign. It shows it's locked by the developer. Write that one down. That is the first thing. Then the second one, you look at the circulating supply. Will they still meet it just to dilute it in the future? Most of the time, I always look at, okay, fine. What is the total supply? and what is the circulating supply. Both of them are almost the same thing. This is circulating supply. This is total supply. That is, they are almost the same thing. I write that one down as well. Then the next one I look at also, I look at volatility level. You know, if it's just like normal, if you trade, let me say, I don't do forex, but I do Nigerian stocks like that. If you check some coins, some stocks, you see their volatility level. Like, let me use MTN as an example. There was a time I assisted the market around 294, which was because I saw that coming. The volatility level at that time was, I think, was around 7. It was high. But look at this one. The rate at which people are actually dumping is kind of stable. So when you want to jump into a coin, though it's part of the parameters, there are still other parameters that you have to look at. It's part of the parameter that you need to look at very, very well. When you want to enter a coin, try to check, are the people dumping it? Aside the support and resistance, me, I only know support and resistance. I used to tell Lola, I don't give myself, since he told me years ago that once you know support and resistance, don't give yourself headache. All this graph, you draw up and down, you do this, you do that, you are just deceiving yourself. You get? So once the volatility level is at the BRS minimum, and I look at the orders, what else do I need? I've written like 3 points down. Then I will go and look for my entry points like that. So the reason why I opened this graph, let me try to. I know some of guys in my group that as we speak, they're on, I think, 833x on this coin. They are 833x. And they still believe, the guys still believe it's going to like 2000x. Now, there are tricks to these things. What made me pick this point? Everybody knows the issue of Rose. Rose was this guy that he has this dark website that people can buy. You said all those things that are not legal. But a lot of atrocities were committed on his site and he was locked up. Part of the thing he sold on his website was Bitcoin. But you can say this arrow from here, this is from 27 May. Let's look at from 27 May 20, that is in April. You can see for a very long period of time, up to this moment, up to like November or thereabout, the guy has been finding fruit. Immediately, Trump entered because I think in the Bitcoin conference they had in Nashville, he promised that this guy was locked up unjustly and he's going to pardon, he's going to commit. Even Lola put it in the group that time. So what I will encourage every one of us is there are a lot of things you look for. This Bitcoin can make you rich if you play by the books. And if you are not lazy, it can make you rich. I'm telling you the truth. It's just for you to know what to do, how to do it. Do you get? Now, imagine someone that enter at this place. And because he has the idea that he has gotten the narrative about this coin, that because Trump promised in July or thereabout, that if I happen to win this election, I'm going to pardon this guy. You know, it's kind of meme coin. Let's just create meme as regards this guy in. Let's just create this thing. You get? And at the end of the day, people make votes. Some of the guys in my group got in around 30,000 market cap. I try to change it to market cap, not the prices. What you see by this side are the market cap. Now, imagine someone riding this thing from 30,000 market cap to like 17 or probably, yeah, let's say like to like 14 million market cap. The guy is still looking at 100 million market cap is possible. Because during the proper bull, people don't care. They just want to make money. They throw money around anyhow they like. They don't care what is coming up. You get? So imagine someone that has gotten almost 800x on this. That doesn't mean if you believe in narrative of, okay, fine, when Trump enter by January 20, I can as well jump into this coin. This is the name of the guy. And the name of the company is, I think, Silk Road. Okay, I think I should have another one. This is another coin, book of Haribo price. It's someone that mentioned this. I'm trying to, if it were to be another person who will jump in. So I'm trying to watch my support level. If you can come down here, I will enter. But if it doesn't come down, let it go. That's his problem. I equally get there are new coins every day. It is coming. It is left for us to. What is this? Sorry, I think it's on the screen. Okay, this is another one. This coin, this is the guy that predicted Bitcoin prices that make millions of money, millions of dollars. Waffles, Da Vinci. He created all these meme coin. We have the light of Waffles, Crody, and I think there are 3 or thereabouts. And if you check this Crody, see, if you are the type, there's some things you probably look at when you want to buy meme coins. You look at the developer of this coin. How long has it been in industry? What has it done any successful project? Has it rock pull people? You get? So it's also your own responsibility to make research on the coins that you want to do. That, okay, fine. They suggested this coin for me. Who are the backers of these coins? Do they have strong community? Do they have great online presence? How often do they post these coins? You get? How often do they post these coins? Those are the honest things we need to ask ourselves. It's just like when Chiba came around, they were posting the whole of internet or jumper dog. You know, you flow with the reading. You flow with what is going on. So, like this one, we can also see. Let me see if I can. Look at this one now. My boss, Lola, you can see that the market cap now, I think, is 905. And 905, so conveniently, this guy can do 40x. If it were to repeat what he did within 3 to 4 days, then this was listed in February or thereabout. So this kind of graph is very, very sweet. If I were you, try to string the graph, and I look at it, I might say, okay, fine, let it come down here. Because you can see the run from here, from almost 185 market cap. And within 4 days, it went as high as 44 million market cap. Bros. I mean, Lola, please help me calculate. I'm not good in calculation.
Well, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of X's.
I'm not good in calculations. All I know is just let me just see. That's why Lola used to use me. all these your 2 years, 3 years. I think the only one that I've been so honest to is I think there are two, Happy Cat and Rose. I think others, when you come, because I went in earlier. When you come, once I see my 2 3 years, I'm a conservative investor. I'll go to Askamaya. I'll go to where I go and enjoy my money small. Because Next of Kin, they are not nice. So you can say what I did there was, if I change to price now, let's say I change to the price, you can all see the price is loading. You can see it's finding growth. But most of us will not want to take risk. Even a $10, a $20 on this will not kill you. $20, $30 on this. You've checked your parameter. You've seen that this thing has been locked. And this is what this guy has done. He has done some uh, some projects that are very, very successful. And going by the history, people are still buying it. So if you put $20, $30 on it, $100 anyhow.
Did a quick one on this desk screen because me, I don't always, I don't play around as much as you guys on
Okay.
this platform. Number one, does desk screener tell you where to buy like Crody now? Do they tell you where you can buy it, and do they
You can buy it, this screener, you can
also
even buy
where
it
can
on
you
their
get
site.
where can you
You
get
can,
the contract address for this one?
yes, you can get the contract. Okay, let me go back.
Just
Let
show
me
so that people
let me
can. I know a lot of people used to ask, how do they buy? How can they
no.
buy? They want to buy. And please, like I mentioned, though, this kind of like
It's
Didi
very,
also
very
mentioned at the
volatile.
beginning, they are very volatile. This is not where you want to go and put all your money,
That's
etc.
why
Eh, you just want to
you
put a
can
portion
see.
of your portfolio in this one.
Check your top right hand side. I mean right hand side. You see what
Okay.
I'm
The screen
scrolling down?
abi?
Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
You can see
Okay, that's the contract address.
that's contract that is on their screen now. On desk two. Let me go back to desk two. Um, on desk two is always at the left hand side. It's always the first on the top. Say, this is it.
Okay.
This is the address for the rows. You can see on desk screener is at the right hand side. On the desk two is at the left hand side.
Okay. So for both of them, if you want to now buy it, which this do you use? Hello, Jide. Network. I think Jide has gone offline. Maybe his network. I want to believe his network. If you have any questions, you can just drop it in the chat box. Maybe when it's done, when it's come back, so that we can. I know a lot of people have been asking me how to buy the contract address and all that. I don't really trade all this meme coin actively like as much as they do. But I know if I want to buy it, I can always find my way around. But if you have any question, Jide's network has gone. So I maybe it will come back. But before it does, if you have any question, just drop it in the chat box. Or if you want me to unmute you, let me know. So so far so good. Today we've look at like I said, if you want to invest in meme coin, they are very volatile. It's something that you have to be very, and there are also meme coins that are also blue chip. Maybe I can, and that's where I invest in a lot in those ones that are well established. For example, let me share my Let me see if I can. Okay. Okay, if you go to CoinMarketCap, the thing about where Jide was showing that side is that on Dex Screen and Dex 2, those places, those are coins that have not come to the mainstream. That you'll be seeing coins at probably at $1 million. Okay. All right, Pastor, I'll come there. I'll come to that. So now, most of all these coins, most of all these the ones you see here, all these meme coins you see on CoinMarketCap, these ones are already established. Like for example, if you look at Dogecoin is a market cap is already 59 billion. So if this one able to XF, you will not make much money. But they are established. Like I have some of them. I have Dogecoin. I have Shiba Inu. I have Pepe. I have Bonk. I just have some of them that I just put somewhere. So all these ones they are established. All these ones, you can buy them and go and sleep. Dogecoin, Chiba, Pepe, Bonk, Weave, Floki, they are already established meme coin. So, but then when you now look at other coins like Jide is talking about, those ones are the ones in desk screener. Those ones, you when you are buying them, if you are not careful, you can lose all your money. And you can see that there are sometimes some of them are their market cap, maybe they are still below 100,000, some even below 20,000. uh Okay, where can we get early information? That's what. Okay, Jide is back. So let me. I'm going to throw some of these questions. You said, how can one buy some of this meme coin? Okay, I know, Jide. Let me make you co-host again. Okay, you are already co-host, so you can share now.
I mean,
Jide, you can share.
okay, I'm trying to. Where did I share that time? Said I'm coming. Don't mind me.
So a lot of people are
Okay.
asking for Tomati. Maybe when you are done,
Wait, that is the where to get them.
where to buy them.
Hold on.
Okay,
I will
how to
give
buy
them
them.
in what to do on how to get them. So I want to. Hey, this is not. I forgot. Where did we share
You see
this
that
thing?
share. You see it in the middle of your app. You see where they write share. Are you on your laptop?
Yes, I'm on my laptop. I'm trying to see
Okay, you will
where I want
see
to
you
share.
see where if you put your cursor bill at the bottom of that app,
That app.
Zoom, you see participants at the bottom.
I don't
Don't put your
even
cursor, just go down. You see participant, chat, react, and share. Share is in the middle.
I'm just sorry. Don't mind me. I'm trying to.
You seen it?
Let me just. Okay, I've seen it.
All right.
Share.
That's sharing now.
Can you? I'm sorry, please. There is a bushman. Just accept me the way I am. Uh, can everyone see my screen
Yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah.
No. I think we are on Prodi. So I was just trying to tell you what I see. Um, those parameters that I've checked, the history behind Prodi, because the guy has done Wahoo. The guy is the one that is among those guys that predicted how Bitcoin is going to be deflation. So
Is
you
it
can
that?
check up.
Hold on, Jide, is that Da Vinci is the owner of Crudy? That Da Vinci.
Yes, 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 yes,
Really?
yes, yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
He's the owner of the code. You can see that there is a name behind it. You
Okay.
get.
Do they have
So
a Twitter page?
you said what?
Do they have a Twitter page?
Yes, they do. I will.
Okay,
I
I'll do it.
mean, you can check YouTube and the
Yeah, I'll
like.
do it for you. Yeah, I'll do it.
So after mentioning all those parameter, all those what people actually need, that brings us to, I don't know, is there any question that people want to ask before I go to the
And,
concluding
and yeah,
part,
how to
which
buy, where to buy. Yeah, go.
how to buy?
Eh,
Yeah, you know,
after they copy
after the copy, it
after they copy the
depends
address, contract address.
uh, people. You can see that Solana is on fire, and the total volume log, the transaction is beating everybody's that the ETH of this world, the Sui network, you know, all of them. It's because of the low charges. So if you want to buy, you go to your Solana. If you know most of this coin now, you know, it's just like when we are using Pancake on BNB in Trust Wallet. So most of the coins now, what is trending is Solana. So most of these coins are created on Solana. There are some on Base Network, Brett on Base Network, like that. So we'll go to our Solana wallet. Let me see if I can just do for one of these wallets here. Um, so I always use my phone. There is one that I've not opened it for a very long time. Let's say Phantom, where Phantom here. I'm coming. Just want to okay. I want to launch the Phantom wallet. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So you click on Phantom wallet. I assume everybody has a Phantom wallet. And what I normally do is this. Because of the airdrop, I always try to I have up to 6 Phantom wallets. Like this rows now, I have it in 6 wallets. You get? So there's one wallet, I'll just have it, I'll just leave it like that. You get? So most of the time, when you open your wallet like this, you come here, you click on this arrow, then you scroll down to Jupiter. Let's say, where is this guy? You can see, you can buy on Deskcreen. You know, I said the other time, this Deskcreen, you can buy it. All what you need to do is connect your wallet to Deskcreen or Desk2. You can see you have Jupiter and Deskcreen. So most of the time I use Radium. I use Radium. Radium is not the top 3 anyway. So you click on Jupiter. So let me see, do I have USDT here? I don't think I've connected. So you don't have connected this one. Program is okay. I think connect is this. Maybe this one is connect. Sorry, because it's not allowing me to connect. But most of the time, Want me to download the app anyway, but I don't know his problem.
We have the app
But it's
already.
not an issue. I have the app. I don't
I
know.
can
No,
see
it's
it.
been long. I use time. I don't use this is the app that I just normally allow. Okay, is I think there is a prompt that requested permission. Is this one calling me? Maybe I should use test screen. Um let me try the test screen. I'm sorry for wasting our time. Is the app, but there is no big deal in buying this thing like that. Okay. Well, okay. Okay, let's come to this two. This is it. Because majorly on phone, one should be able to to do it easily. I don't know why it's bringing me to this. It's telling me to download. I don't know
Okay,
his
you don't have
problem.
it, but you have it on your system already.
I have it on my system now. Shibi is the app I opened. It's
Yeah,
telling
I
me
saw
to,
it.
but there is no
Anyway,
problem.
oh my God,
One,
Domashi, just
mm,
explain how it is. Don't worry.
okay,
Maybe
what I would do is on this one now, I'm going to do a screen record and send it to you. So
okay.
I have a view on how to swap it. I'll do
Yeah.
a sync record on my phone. I'll copy the address on the screen. Then I'll send it down.
Okay. Yeah, we'll drop it on
To
the group.
every one of us. So let's just go to the last part, which is the most important.
Okay.
So that is the top best and to follow on main coins. These are what people don't. I used to tell people that there is no champion in this field, provided you listen to those people that have come before you. When they tell you one or two things, you just need to put one or two things together and just do more research on your own. You find out that when you start researching, it's fun. I'm telling you the truth. Now, the number one top OG on Twitter is this guy, Ansen. Is the number one. Every crypto lover, every meme lover, you must follow this guy. Let's check his handle. Where's my Twitter? This is not a guy that I'm following. So this is the guy. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
Lola.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
can
yeah, I
you
can
see?
see your screen.
Can you see the guy? Ansem.
Yeah, so
This is the guy.
I know this guy. Yeah, I'm following this guy.
You know this guy. You follow
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He's one of the OG in the business.
Mm.
Mhm. So what's the guy mentioned in coins or thereabout? It is left for you to like go and check it out like that. And there's another guy too. This guy has called MOG and dub with it, the one that you are showing to us. He called it earlier. the guy called this coin very early, but that time I just ignored the guy. And there is this other guy, Lavontier. This guy he is on base chain. He called key cards. He invested $310 and he cashed out $175 million.
Mm.
I'm telling you, the guy cashed out. I hope people are taking note of those guys I mentioned. This is the guy, I'm equally following him. There's no champion here. Okay, I think you can say this is February 2. My new entertainer for tonight is pumping this shit coin with 1-2. This is the journey. That is February 2. I don't know how much the coin is now. Let's say its latest. See the guy that I said he called key cat. You can see Lola. Can you see the key cat?
Yeah. What's the
The guy
market
is
cap?
so
What's the market cap for Kicker now?
okay. I need to check. Let's check together. I don't have it. Let's check the one on base first. Let's see. Good boy. Hey,
Yeah.
Lola.
He
See
went
the
as
highest.
high as 160, almost 180 million
Lola.
from 750 from less than $1 million. Went to $180 million. Wow.
How did the guy call it? Some people would have gotten in before this period.
Mm.
So if I happen to buy this coin again, what's the market cap? Market cap now is 81.5. If I want to get this coin now, I will be getting it like Lola used to say, small from here. Then I will come here again if I have the opportunity. But I will not try to jump here. So I will look for a very nice support for me to put maybe at $27 million. But at this 180 now, even from this one now, from year to year is just 180, 80 to 86. Maybe 100 and something. Someone has bought it at you can see. So for those people that he called the thing for earlier and the jumping, you can see that I said there are bastard money in this field. Only God knows. If you know your way, know who to follow. It's not only about just doing your. We equally did research. It's an opportunity for you guys. What I'm doing today is courtesy of Lola. Sincerely, I don't hold anybody, but what Lola has imparted on us is great for me to turn him down. That's the bitter truth. I'm not used to all these. Maybe my own is just to go out and buy anything I want to buy and play. But everybody, there is no master in this field. Provided you can be able to get those tools that some of guys, those senior ones have gotten for you to make your research. This is another guy. You can all see the evidence of 1 million to 180 million. Jesus is what. So I think there's another guy too. Artiso was something reject. This is another guy. I think he's recorded. I think this guy, I think I like this guy, this full letter. This guy is also OG. This guy always call, this guy is very, very controversial. This artist, something. The guy is a very controversial guy, but he call crazy. This one, if you follow him, you have to be very, very careful. Yes, your money can go south immediately. I know, bros, we need to tell ourselves, where is that Twitter? Let's check his handle. So what people actually need is these people handles like that. What they actually need. I reject. This, I think the account exists now. What's the problem? I'll try to get the right handle again and I will. It's because I don't really have interest. I think I started before. I don't really have much interest in him. That's the reason why. Because okay, is this why this one too? But the first two, they are good guy, and this guy too. I mean, all these guys, when they see them calling the same coins, you know that okay, they're about to pump it.
Okay,
Is
sometimes
this
they call the same coins.
yes, now I'm looking at them. You can see this one is called WIF. This WIF coin that you were showing to us
Now,
last week. Last week I gave you. You can see last week I peanut at this. Last week I gave you peanut at this.
you know that
One,
these peanuts, I saw it on
bros, let me tell you, I
Alpha's
bought this
guy,
peanut. I bought
Alpha
this
guy
peanut.
page when he
Yes,
called
now,
it
I
to
bought this peanut
on
at
Twitter. 'This one pay me, these peanuts.
0.2 something. You know what your brother did? We did when he did 3 years, I just got my money. I didn't know that they were going to list it. I sold it before he said they wanted to list peanut and nuts. I said, Jide,
That peanut has gone crazy.
you can see now, the guy said, I gave you peanut as this. This guy, I think they have some insider information
They
that we
always
don't have.
do. They are chilling now. In
You
the shit
understand?
coin, they say you are
I
chilling. They
gave
are
you
chilling
this.
on the
You can
coin.
see that I said the reason why you need to follow this guy.
And some of
Because
them, they pay them. If I want to start a main coin project now,
mm,
you give them money. So they help you talk about it. So people can, because they have a lot of followers that believe them.
mm. So guys, I've given you the golden hands for you to make yourself valuable in everything so that we can be, in fact, where is this guy staying? United Arab Emirates. So this guy tried to follow them, and I have like 20 of them. But I think that six that I've given, they are still okay. At least we can always do more research on our own. And that is what this is what everybody needs in this space. Once you know the fundamental, then all these things, all these guys, all these influencers.
All right, Jide, thank you so much. Thank you for honoring our invitation. God bless you. Quick one before we
You
go. One thing I wanted to
remember when
yeah. Okay, Jide is talking.
you ask someone at the $250,000,
Eh?
dollar, you
Yeah.
know when you
Hello?
say someone at $250,000 to invest,
Yeah.
they saw
Jide, you are going off and on. Oh. I think his network. His network has gone again. So I'm going to be uploading this. I'll drop it in the group so that you can watch it. Take your time and watch it. That's how you do. Let me quickly tell you about Jide. When I think that was in 2021 or so,
20.
2020. So he was asking me about what can he do because we finished from last week together. So he was asking me what can he do that he knows I always talk about crypto, that he wants to learn crypto. So I said okay. So I told him that okay, the best thing if he wants to join crypto, join the paid group. He said how much. I told him he immediately paid. If initially I was saying you want to collect money from me, I said okay, if you don't pay, I will not. If you don't pay, I will not add you. Because from my experience, initially I used to teach people how to trade crypto free, family and friends. I noticed that they don't always take it serious. They will just be in the WhatsApp. They will not even contribute. You say if you say you have if you have a webinar like this, maybe very few will come. You get so. I later now started charging people just to sieve out on serious people. So he paid and he joined. And when did they join in 2021? He didn't even know anything about crypto. So
Of course.
he took the course. And thank God you're back. You can confirm, Abby. When
Yes, yes,
when he
yes.
joined, he didn't even know anything. But one thing I noticed about him, like today, is very studious. He's always researching. Midnight, this guy will not sleep. He will not sleep throughout the night. He's like, I'm checking this, I'm looking for this. And gradually, small, 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 he started making money. So, and like I always say, nothing, if you don't put in the work, the little we can do, just like like Yoruba will say, Abuara Olawanso from Oluwari. The little we can do is to just show you, like, this is what you can do, this is how you can buy, this is how you can do research. This is who to follow. I mean, Jide has done a very good job. What you can now do is you now take it off from there. If you go to YouTube, just go and search. Or anything you are looking for is on YouTube. If you go to Google, everything you are looking for is on Google. You see it there. If you have something that is disturbing you, you can drop questions in the WhatsApp group. If nobody answers you, go to YouTube or go to Google. So because then so everybody can be busy sometimes. So one more last thing before we go, I'll just talk about maybe this weekend. I'll look for time or next week. We'll come back and I'll show you how you can buy all this in coin because I know how to buy them on. And Jide, please, if you can do that video, that screen share video on your phone.
Once I'm done in the midnight now, before I sleep, maybe around 12,
Uh-huh.
I'll try to buy 1 coins. I will show you how to get, once I get the
The contract address.
transaction, I will go to their screen, pick this thing. There's one last thing I wanted to say, just 2 minutes. When you said someone last week, or 2 weeks ago, had $250,000 to buy a coin, which Abiola suggested, Avas,
Yeah.
like that. So I will encourage every one of us here, if you know that you want to get Avas or some coins, because it's the season of meme, the top leading meme in that ecosystem, try to lay your hand on it. Let's assume that you have $500. If you use $50 to buy the top meme on that coin before the market cap, like for instance, now you have Landwolf and COQ on Avas. On Ethereum, Brett, it went crazy. Polkadot has its own. When you do your research, just get the little, okay, fine. In stability, I put 95%. In volatility, I put 5%. Everyone will not fall. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jay. Thank you for that insight. God bless you. So I think Jide has really done a very good job tonight. So please, I'm going to drop the recording on the group. Like I always say, repetition is the mother of understanding and mother of knowledge. The video that I'm going to drop in the group, make sure you can watch it as many times as possible so that you can. If you don't understand anything, drop your comment in the group. Somebody will definitely answer you. If I don't answer, somebody will definitely answer you. So thank you, Jide. God bless you for taking this time. I even
Thank
told you
you,
very, I
my.
know you are very busy, and it was a very short notice, and you honor us. God will honor you.
I have to answer the call.
Thank you. Thank you
Mm.
so much.
Thanks. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves.
Yes, so yes, so
Thank
good
you.
night, everybody. So
Good night.
yeah, good night.
Yeah.